Hey everyone, welcome to day 3 of Delicious Digestion. 10 quick tips for improved digestion, radiant health, and more delicious living. I am Ebeth Johnson, founder of Delicious Living, where I help women and a few amazing men tap into the incredible healing power of delicious whole foods, mindful movement practices, self-care rituals that show you a little love, and powerful positive growth mindsets. Such a pleasure to have you here today. Today we are tuning into tip number 3 of 10 in the series Delicious Digestion. And today's tip is don't overeat. So many of us eat more than we need to do. So many of us eat more than we need to, and this can cause some challenges with our digestion. So first of all, when we put too much food in our stomach, it's just hard for our stomach to digest all of that food. Imagine an overfull bowl of salad that you're trying to toss and mix and combine all those amazing flavors together. When the bowl is too full, it's really difficult to do that, right? Some of the stuff in the bowl ends up in places where it shouldn't, and it's just an unpleasant experience compared to tossing a salad in a bowl that has plenty of room for you to toss and move and enjoy the play of all the flavors, textures, and colors of that salad. So it's a similar thing with your stomach. You don't want your stomach to be so full that the energy and effort and massaging and muscle movements that happen to churn your food, break your food down, and assimilate the nutrients is done in a space that's overly full. So we don't want to fill our stomach with so much food that digestion becomes more difficult. The goal instead is to eat until your stomach is about 75 to 80% full. Then there's plenty of room for your stomach to do its work, and you are not likely to have overeaten. In fact, if you only fill your stomach 75%, there's no way that you will have overeaten, which will be great for digestion and for achieving your weight and wellness goals. So number 2, when you overeat, it can be really difficult for your stomach to produce enough stomach acids, for your mouth and your digestive system to create enough enzymes and complementary nutrients to really make digestion optimal. And this means that your body is not going to be able to optimally use all of the incredible nutrition in the delicious and beautiful food that you are eating. So instead, don't overeat so that your body can make enough of those digestive enzymes, those complementary nutrients, and stomach acids to adequately, efficiently, and optimally digest your food. And number 3, overeating can cause that ever unpleasant heartburn and gas and bloating and sluggish digestion. And these are symptoms that so many people experience. And the great news is that oftentimes just eating a little bit less can really serve to reduce or even eliminate those symptoms. So isn't that great that you can relieve something like bloating and gas and indigestion and heartburn simply by not overeating and simultaneously improve your digestion? That's great. It's a no-brainer. Just eat a little less, right? And there's one other thing I want you to know about the benefits of not overeating that doesn't really have to do with digestion, but it does have to do with your health overall, and I think it would be helpful for you to know and relevant for me to share in this moment. So even though overeating, once or twice a year isn't going to have a huge impact on the actual physical shape of your stomach, overeating on a regular and consistent basis serves to permanently, or very long term at the very least, stretch your stomach muscles stretch your stomach cavity such that you always are going to need more food to fill your belly in order for you to feel full and satisfied. So even if you don't need extra calories or extra fat or extra nutrients, just the fact that your stomach has been stretched out consistently means that you're going to have to put more food in that belly to start to feel that sensation of stretch and satiety. So it's a great practice for wellness, for weight management, for improved digestion, to not overeat. So, one final thing is a tip for you on how you can avoid overeating. And I actually mentioned this earlier, but I'll just repeat it again. The key to not overeating, or one of them, is to only eat until your stomach is about 75 to 80% full. And I know you can't see your stomach, so you don't know exactly when that is. But a way to kind of feel into that sensation is once you've eaten to the point where you kind of sit back and you're like, oh, my stomach. Or you've eaten to the point where you stand up and suddenly you feel heavier and more full than you thought. Those are examples of a time when you've overeaten already. So the goal is to feel a little lighter in your gut than maybe you're accustomed to take a pause, take a breath, rest 10 to 15 minutes. And at that point, what you may discover is that A, you don't actually really need any more food. You feel satisfied, you feel satiated, you feel nourished. So just stop eating before you get that full sensation of fullness, of stretch, of bulky stomach. Stop eating a little bit before that and allow your body time to digest, allow your gut time to signal to your brain, hey, I'm good, guys. I have gotten enough nutrition, I've gotten enough calories, I am good. So yeah, just stop eating a little bit sooner than you might normally, and that should be sufficient. Really the last thing is tuning into tips number 1 and 2 as well will help you to avoid overeating, because when you adopt an attitude of gratitude and you take a pause before you begin a meal, as I said in a previous video, you become more present, more focused, you're centered and calm, and you're much less likely to just eat and overeat. And the second tip, which was chew your food really thoroughly, that's also going to help prevent you from overeating, in large part because it just slows down the process of taking food into your body. And so again, it just gives you and your body and your mind time to recognize that you're full long before you are over full. So that's quick tip number 3, don't overeat. Now that you've watched this video, I would love to hear from you. You can type in the comments below any delicious, aha, I never thought of that, moments. You can share any experiences you've had about overeating, or any experiences you've had when you have consciously tried to not overeat. You can also share any questions that you have about this. And I will see you tomorrow for tip number 4. Talk to you soon. Bye.